Take a look at this, guys. AMC stock is currently up over 19%, and earlier in the day, it was up well over 20% as it closed at roughly, $4 yesterday, and it ran up to $5.16 today. Let's see exactly what that was. That was a move of almost 30%. So in this video, we're going to break down what is going on with AMC stock. Am I buying, selling, holding? And we're going to break down a bunch of charts. So if y'all find value, hit that like button, make sure to subscribe, and don't forget to get up to 15 stocks from Moomoo. Link down below. We'll talk more about that later. And now let's dive into it. So again, yesterday, guys, AMC closed at $4 a share, and actually after the bell, now that I'm looking at it, it got all the way down to $3.87. So from $3.87, it went all the way to $5.16, which is probably over 30%. Yeah, 32% in less than 24 hours. That is pretty incredible. And if we pull up the 4-hour chart here, we can see now we officially bounced off this $3.75 to $4 level of support, which was support a couple of weeks ago, and also back in the end of 2022, early 2023, where you can see right here, we held it for a couple of weeks there. And the fact that we did get a bounce off that point, that's a very good sign overall for the bulls. So before we break down the chart, let's take a look here at why the stock is popping like no other right now. So bear with me, guys, while I get this ready, and we'll talk about it. So you guys probably remember a couple of days ago, which caused AMC stock to collapse and ape units to go ballistic. You guys remember that. I think that was on Monday. You guys can see, yeah, late Monday right here, AMC Entertainment in its SEC filing disclosed a binding settlement with plaintiffs in the shareholder lawsuit regarding the movie theater chain stock conversion plan. Plaintiffs would get common shares. You guys remember that, right? Pretty much. Again, that caused AMC stock to crash, ape units to go up. And in return, AMC and the plaintiffs would request that a, quote, status quo order would be lifted, allowing for the conversion of ape stock into AMC stock. In other words, that will help them raise a bunch of money, right? And AMC also would be allowed to carry out a 1-to-10 reverse stock split and have the right to sell more shares, which you guys know Triple BY, Bed Bath & Beyond, they're also looking to do a reverse stock split, which if you guys didn't catch my video earlier on that, go check out my Bed Bath & Beyond video after you watch this video, of course. And of course, lifting the status quo, you guys can see right here, needed court approval to forego the usual process. But Court of Chancery Vice Chancellor Morgan Zern, you can see right here, ruled against it on Wednesday, saying AMC Entertainment is moving too fast. And AMC's lawyers had argued that the settlement was contingent on the status quo order being lifted, and AMC Entertainment issued AMC Preferred as a way to raise more capital, which those are the units, right, without directly issuing more AMC common shares. So in other words, guys, the judge, the chancellor, whatever the heck this guy's name was, Vice Chancellor Morgan Zern, he said that, hey, we're not doing this right now. Essentially, they're pushing it back to a later date. It's still on the cards, it's still possible, but it's not happening right this second in terms of ape units being turned into common stock, and again, the reverse stock split, which they're looking to do. They were looking to do a 1-to-10 stock split. So they're not doing it right this second, but at some point in the future, probably it will end up playing out. So in other words, guys, that's what's going on. To keep it very simple, what we got news of earlier in the week of them taking ape units, converting them to stock, well, that did not get approved by the chancellor here. Chancery Vice Chancellor Morgan Zern is the guy's name. So that's what's going on, guys. Let me go back to the stock and see what is going on here. So on that news, AMC stock, again, is going ballistic. It's up around 20% right now, a little bit less than 20%, 18.3 to be exact. And we have ape units down 12.5%. My goodness, guys. Now look at that. Ape units are at $1.50 at the time of me making this video. And on Monday, when we got the news that they were going to get converted, this ended up going all the way up. These units went to $2 a share. Literally, look at this move, guys. That was a 38% move. That is a massive move here when we got that news. And now all those gains essentially have been given back to the markets. And pre-market today, guys, ape units were down to $1.35. That's not looking pretty whatsoever at this point. And I think the low on the APE units, let me see here on the 4-hour chart, were 65 cents. That was from back in the end of 2022. So we'll see what the future holds, guys. Again, this is not done forever. At some point in the near-term future, we might get the conversion, we might get the reverse stock split, but it's just not happening right now. And going back to AMC stock, let me see this and show you guys again some key levels that I'm looking at. So, like I mentioned a couple minutes ago, right? We held 375, $4. That's a really good sign. That was support a couple of days ago, really a couple of weeks ago, and a couple of months ago from the end of 2022, early 2023. Now we're rallying off that level. That's great. That's golden. And earlier in the day, we were over $5 a share, which is phenomenal. But at this point, guys, you got to keep an eye on this key level of resistance. If you guys take a look here on the 4-hour chart, if I zoom in a little bit, we're going to notice, we're at a big level of resistance now from the end of March, from early April as well, and right by the 180 moving average here on the 4-hour chart, which is right around $5.30, which happens to be where we failed today and the past couple of weeks here on AMC stock. So if you're a bull, you want to see this thing break out and really rip even further, which could happen. It very well could happen. We all know how AMC moves, how GameStop, how Triple BY, how they move. If you want to see this break out, you're going to need to see a breakout of the 180 SMA. You're going to need to see a breakout of $5.50, which not only is the high from a couple of weeks ago, but also, from a couple months ago. If we zoom in a little bit here on this chart, you'll notice we've struggled at about $5.50. $6 many times over the past couple of months. So if that does start breaking and really we start taking out that moving average, that is where a lot of upside could come in here on the stock, no doubt about it. And from that point, where could it go? Well, if we draw out some trend lines, we can see back in the beginning of March, also end of February, we were struggling at about 675, roughly 670. That could be the next gap to fill. I know that's a pretty big gap to fill. But did it not go up 20% today? That's another 20% from 550 if it were to go all the way to 675. So that's possible, totally possible. And if it were to go to 675 and that were to break, now we're talking a move back towards $8, which AMC was at back in the end of February, early March. Really, it was from the end of February where it got all the way up to $8.50. So these are levels that we could get to if we start breaking the 550 level, that moving average, and we start building up momentum, which I think could happen, but we have to be patient, guys. We have to be patient, set our alerts, and see what ends up happening. And by the way, guys, full disclosure, I don't have any skin in the game right now with AMC, but I'm going to heavily consider it if we do break that 550 level for a move towards 675, maybe towards $8. So what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. And of course, if you enjoyed the video, hit that like button, make sure to subscribe, and don't forget to get up to 15 stocks from Moomoo. If you haven't done so already, use that link down below. Open up an account, you get 1 free share of stock. And if you deposit at least $100, you get 4 more free shares totaling 5 stocks. And listen to this, if you deposit at least $1,000, you get another 10 stocks totaling 15 free stocks. And I think they're doing a promo right now where if you win a paper trading competition, you can win $1,500 and you get a 1-month free membership to Benzinga Pro. So if you want all those perks from Moomoo, and it also helps out the channel, use that link down below. Check out the Patreon as well. Get your 12 stocks from Webull on top of that. And with that being said, I'll catch you guys later.